A Java bean is specially constructed Java class written in the Java and coded as per the Java beans API specifications. A Java bean distinguishes from other Java classes with certain features like a Java bean provides a default constructor and there are no argument constructors as far as Java bean is concerned. But normal classes, if you take, they contain a default constructor, they contain even argument constructors with arguments. Second thing is a Java bean class, a Java bean should be implementing serializable interface. Okay, but when you take a Java class, normal class, it's called a plain Java class. It need not implement serializable. If you want to serialize, in such case only you should implement serializable. Otherwise, you need not implement serializable interface. Then other thing, we can have number of properties which can be read or written. As far as bean is concerned, we can have number of properties which we can read or which we can write. Similarly, we can have setter and getter methods. With the help of setter, we can set a value, and with the help of getter, we can get a value. So we can set value as well as we can get a value. So, with the help of these setters and getters, you can write properties or you can read properties. A property is nothing but a named attribute that can be accessed by the user of the object. The attribute can be of any Java data type, including classes that we define. You can define your own Java class that you can use as property. So like that, we have Java bean properties. A Java bean property may be readable, writable, it can be read only and it can be write only. If you want to just write, you can write. If you just want to read, you can read. If you want to both read and write, you can make it readable as well as writable. So it's up to you. You can make it readable, you can make it writable, or you can make it read only, or you can make it write only. Like that you can do it. Okay. So to access Java bean properties, we use get property name. And similarly to set, you write there set property name. So with the help of set property name, you can set, with the help of get property name, you can be getting it. So like this, normally you have Java beans, you can create a Java bean, then you can use that in the Java server page. You can create a Java bean, then you can use that in the Java server pages, that is in the JSP. In the JSP, you can use it. So come to here, order Java bean, how this is implemented, see here. First of all, I have declared the package as here orders. Package orders, and it is going to be importing even java.io.serializable. And here what I write, public class order bean implements serializable. It is going to implement the serializable interface. But here it is just a marker interface. There are no methods which we have to override in the given order bean. We don't have any methods which we are going to override in this. Just it is going to implement serializable interface. Public class order bean implements serializable. So we just here write like this, the serializable interface, and here one property we need to set, that is going to be static final long, then serial version UID 100L. Some number we need to put here as serial version UID, user ID, that is 100L I give. This is a long number. It is long type of data. It's a very long, it's a long integer. Then followed by here we set properties like this. Private string first name. This is against the convention of the normal say Java convention, because the fields you should write in the lower case always. But I have written in the uppercase. First name I have written, last name I have written, age also in the uppercase I have written. Followed by I have a constructor here. It is what order bean is a constructor. Public order bean is a constructor. Then here you have get first name and get first name and set first name. With the help of get first name, we can be returning the first name, and with the help of the set first name, we can be returning we can be setting the first name. First name field we can change with the help of the set first name, and we can retrieve value with the help of the get first name. So how we write get should be in the lower case, then rest of the words must be in the proper case. So both in the getter as well as setter. Getter is returning a value, setter is setting a value. Like this we can use get as well as set in this. Similarly, in the case of last name also we have written in the same manner. For age also we write in the same way. Okay, setting age, getting age. So this much only the bean is. It is bean basically. Beans normally we use with the graphical user interfaces very much. In the graphical user interface we can use, suppose you develop Windows application using Swing. So at that time you can have bean development IDE. So with the help of that you can be developing the Windows applications. You can develop Windows applications with the help of the beans there. For example, you take a text box, it can be a bean. You can take a radio button, it can be a bean, which contains here graphical user interface. Don't write anything on that, please. Okay, so it is what it is going to be here, a property. It's a property. So using property, we can be setting in the Windows when you work. Suppose you take C# or Windows application or take a web application. So in such case, what happens when you press F4, you can get a property window. Their properties can be changed. In the same manner, we can do here with the help of the setters as well as getters. Using setters and getters, we can do. So here also same thing we are going to do. We have written here a bean class. The bean class name is what here? Outer bean. We have written it as outer bean. So this is containing here three fields: first name, last name, and age. And with the help of the set, you can assign a value. With the help of get, you can retrieve a value. So we have written setter as well as getter here. Okay, for all the three properties we have written. So like this, we created here a new class called as outer bean, which is nothing but a Java bean. This can be sent over network also. You can send over the network. When it is serializable, then you can send it as an object over the network. So it is having here, therefore, it's implementing serializable interface. Okay, now this we have to consume in a JSP page. In the Java server page, we need to consume it. And one more thing, whenever you look at the structure of the JSP based website, whether it is JBoss or whether it is Tomcat or WebLogic, whatever it may be, it follows certain folder structure. First of all, we have a web application. Here web application is what? JSP application 1 is the web application. So that can be containing a application root. JSP application 1 is nothing but here the root of the application. In the root you find so many classes. You can look at the root. In the root you find here, if you come to web content, in the web content you find so many classes. Like this, see, footer, header, like this you can find in the web content, or outside the web content also you can be making it. So but in the web content normally we keep it. Then followed by here we have folders like meta-inf and web-inf. These folders are also required. This contains actually manifestation information and this contains web-inf. In this you have one is library, other one is web.xml. So one is what? Library, whatever library files are there, you can keep in that. Similarly, you can have their lib file. So here in the web content, whatever classes are there, the classes you can keep within the web-inf folder. In the web-inf folder, you must keep the classes. They are going to contain binaries of the classes. You can keep in the web-inf folder. So that contains a classes folder. It contains web.xml. That's called as descriptor of the website. Website descriptor we have, that's called as web.xml file. We have a file called as web.xml. It's part of the web-inf folder. Similarly, we have a library. In the library, we put the external jar files. Whatever external jar files are there, we can keep in the lib folder. So this is the normal structure of the Java based website. So a JSP website or Java based website, it's going to follow this kind of structure. And the root normally we keep the JSP pages as well as HTML pages. Then we have static resources like CSS, images, even JavaScript we can keep in that. So like this normally we keep here. But when you take JBoss, it's more and more organized, as well as when you look at the Eclipse, it's organizing things well. These are certain conventions we follow. When you follow these, it can be simpler for us. You can organize the code in a better way. So that's why we need to go with this folder structure. web INF as well as meta INF are going to be very, very important. In the meta INF, you have manifestation information, and the web INF, you have web.xml, and you have a lib folder. You can have one more folder called as classes folder. So like that you can be maintaining. Okay, this is required when you deploy the web. When you develop, all these we need not follow, but when you deploy application at the time, you have to put all these things. Whenever you deploy the application, deploy meaning is you move the application into production environment, that is called as deployment. When you move this into production environment, that is called as deployment. You can deploy this into a production server. At the time, it should be in a position to be working, so you have to make it deployable. Then you move this into appropriate production server. That may be JBoss, or that may be WebLogic, or it may be Tomcat, or it can be WebSphere, it can be other server. There are so many, servers, the Java application servers available. So you can move into any one of those servers. As per the client specification, normally you do, and few configurations you need to make in the case of Java applications. Okay, then here we created the bean. Now this bean we need to use within a JSP page. Come to Java Bean implementation here. Come to Java Bean. So in the Java Bean implementation, it's written like this. So whenever you open the JSP, this gives you two different windows. First one is design. Second thing is here the code window it's giving us. Right now we are in the design. You can go with the preview also here. You can go with preview. It gives like this. You can be the design. So it is divided into two halves for us. First half is containing visual interface. Second one is actually markup. Just you have markup in the second case, in the second window. So whenever you look at this here, first of all, we use like this. Less than %@ page language equal to Java. Content type is text oblique HTML. Character set ISO 8859-1. We put like this. Then this is what it is, a document type. It is as per the XHTML. It is basically XHTML. Here it's not following any strict DTD. We don't have any document type definition. It's not very strict. It's going to be very, very loose. Like that we put. Even if you don't follow conventions, if you try to validate with the help of the W3C validator, it may not be giving errors. So therefore here we keep like this. HTML is going to be root node. Then in that root node we have a head node. In the head node we can keep other things. Meta tag we have here, then followed by title, implementation of order bean, which is a Java bean like that we kept. Then we close header, followed by we have a body tag here. As you come down, you have a body tag. In the body tag, we put a bean like this. JSP use bean. So with the help of this tag, you can be adding a bean here. use bean, ID equal to OTR. We are giving a special ID for this bean here. And what is the scope? Session is the scope. So in this session only, this is going to be available. And here class equal to otars.otarbean. Class equal to exactly what? It is going to be otars.otarbean. Like this, the class is. Then similarly, we have here set property, name otar, property equal to first name. And whenever you follow this property setting, very first letter, very first word of the property name here must be lowercase, then after that proper case. Here set property name otar, property equal to first name, value Sridhar, like this you have here. This is the default value. Later on if you want to modify, that can be modified. If you want to modify, that can be modified. But right now we are setting like this. Okay. Similarly, second one is going to be JSP set property name is otar. Name is nothing but here it is going to be the bean name. To what bean exactly we are using this property? It's going to be so JSP set property name is otar, property equal to last name, value equal to a we put. Similarly, JSP set property name equal to otar, property equal to age, value equal to 35. We have like this. So one is here the first name, the other one is last name, one more thing is going to be age. This naming convention we need to follow. If you follow this naming convention without any difficulty, this is going to be working. And we kept this bean in the package called as otars. And whenever you access the class, you specify like this. Fully qualified name we are using here. Voters is the package name, and in that we have voter bean. Like this, you can set it. So voters dot voter bean, we kept like that. Okay, further we come down like this here. In the div, we are putting a paragraph. In the paragraph, we write voter first name followed by JSP, get property, property name equal to first name equal to voter. Similarly here, P voter last name, get property, property equal to last name equal to voter we kept. Similarly, voter age, JSP, get property, property equal to age, name equal to voter. Like this we are trying to print here. We are going to print values like this here. With the help of the setter and getter, we can be getting values here. So when we run this, it is going to display the names for us here. So try to run this. We go to Java Bean implementation.jsp and try to run from here. Run on server. No, don't pull the papers, please. A paper find asko. No, a paper here, please. A papers in this one, a paper find asko. We are pulling this paper out. Because చాలా ఉన్నది ఇక్కడ నేను రాయాల్సింది ఉంది ఒక ఆర్డర్ సెట్ చేసింది కదా యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఆన్ దిస్ ఎందుకు వై కాంట్ యూ రైట్ హియర్ స్టోరీ ఇక్కడ రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా నువ్వు ఏదైనా రైట్ హియర్ సో వాట్ ఇట్స్ గివింగ్ ఫర్ us here voter first name Sridhar last name A voter age 35 like this it's giving us so this way we are setting it so this is called as basically Java Bean. A Java Bean we write like this. You have so many uses with the Java Bean. So when you start working first time, how it is useful you may not understand much, but like component you can use the Java Bean. So this is what exactly Java Bean implementation. This is the beginning of the EJB, Enterprise Java Bean in fact. Later on we discuss about Enterprise Java Bean. So Enterprise Java Bean is also going to be a kind of bean only. So this is called as a bean, Java Bean. A Java Bean is nothing but it's a class, special class, which does not have any argument constructors. It has default constructor. Then with the help of the setters and getters, you can be assigning value as well as you can retrieve value. So this is called as here a bean class. Here bean must be written in a package. First of all, it should be written in a package. It can't use default package. You have to write this in a particular package. Then other thing is you need to use setters and getters. You must assign a value, you must retrieve a value with the help of the setter as well as getter. So then followed by here a Java Bean must be implementing here serializable interface. It has to implement serializable interface. So like this we can write the Java Bean class here. We have written Java Bean class, then we are using this with the JSP page. In the Java server page we are using it. So in the Java server page we are going to use this. Here what we have written is JSP use bean with the help of JSP tag JSP colon use bean ID equal to voter scope equal to session. The scope can be application scope or session scope. So like this we have here scope is session then class equal to voters dot voter bean. Let us remove here what is the other scope you find see in this. You see here the scope can be application, the scope can be limited to session, the scope can be set to page or the scope can be just set to the request. For the concerned request only it's available, for the entire page it's available, for the application it's going to be available or for the session it's going to be available. I am going to make it available for the session. Default is what? It is for the page. As far as default scope is concerned, it's for the entire page. But I am setting it for the entire session. For entire session, I am going to be setting it. So this should be available everywhere. Once session is started, it should be available everywhere for us. Okay, so this is what a voter has been logged in you think. Now I want to use this in some other page also. In some other page, I would like to use this one. Okay, so here, after this, I have a link here. I am trying to put a link here. With the help of this link, I can go to some other page. I put anchor tag here, followed by right here href equal to write it as outer particulars dot, this is JSP page we have like this, then get details of outer like this, we keep here this one. So this is going to be a link for us. When you click on the link, we should go to outer particulars.jsp. There also same information should be available for us. There also we should have the information, same information we should get there. If you come to the, if it's having the scope as a session, it should be available even there also. So try to create here outer particulars.jsp. One more page, let us try to create. Go with the webinf. So go with the web content. In this, try to create a new class. We create here JSP file. We create, the name of the JSP is this one, outer particulars.jsp. This we are going to create. Click on next here, finish. Okay, we are trying to print like this here. This is called as here outer particulars. Like this we are going to keep this one here. Now when we come to body, in the body we try to put same thing again. What happens, see here. Come to implementation, then here try to, this is running a web page. Okay. Now come to the Java bean implementation, then try to print here the data whatever we have here. Take this, then try to implement here the outer particulars. Okay, let us try to render this. What happens, see now in this. We come to, first of all, Java bean implementation.jsp. Try to run this, run on server, finish. Okay. Order first name Sridhar, order last name A, order age 35, get details of order. If you do mouse pointer over it, it's not showing anything. What it says, 5.3 specification, it's not introduced, it says here. Okay. So come to the order particulars here. Try to use here the class content we have taken, followed by here. Okay, just we put here in the body. It's not required. Okay, try to put here import equal to, we put it outers. Giving some kind of error. Fine. We come to implementation. ठीक है। స్మాలర్ తెలుసా నాకు రాదు.
మధ్యాహ్నం అవుతుంది అర్థం తినడే నేనేమో ఏమంటున్నాను టైము
We are not in Australia now.
నేను టైము లిండన్ చూసి 12:30 అవుతుంది కావచ్చు టైం ఏంది అని ఇట్లా చూస్తాను 7 ఏందా అయితే
Some problem with this. This time you are getting it. So whatever data we set there is available. So like this you can be maintaining throughout the session same bean. So in that bean you can put information that you can share among the rest of the say site in any page you can be using. First time a user is logging in, you think user is logging in, entire user information you can keep in the bean, that bean we can be using in the other pages. So like this we can use the component called as Java bean. Like this you can be maintaining. Otherwise, we maintain with class what you have to do in a session you have to put or in an application you have to put. So it is going to be a little bit headache. So instead of that, with the help of this bean, you can be easily doing it here. Here further you can change the details in this. Further you can change details in this like this. So come to order particulars here. You can be setting values after this. You can set values here. Let us set values in this manner here. So we use here like this. With the help of the set we can do it. Here put less than %. Inside this try to set it. Order dot. So what we write here, set first name. Set first name. Here put it as so set last name. Order first name is Advaita. Order last name is put it as here.
So these are last name.
Nandagiri.
What first name is it?
Order dot set age. Set age put like this here, then followed by the age I want to put as something like 10. This way I am going to set new value. After setting this value, from here I would like to go to some other page. I can be setting here value, then from here I can be going into one more page. The page can be here. The page what I take in this is, it's here. Okay, I can be coming back to the bean implementation. Put here anchor tag HRE equal to This is Java bean implementation. Even we can drag and drop the page like this. Okay. No drag and drop. Fine. This should be Java bean implementation .jsp. Put like this. So we take. So here close this, followed by set Java bean implementation class. Like this we try to use. We are trying to use this way here Java bean implementation class. Like this we are trying to set these values. Okay, now come to the Java bean implementation class. We don't set any properties here. Property names we are setting, but we don't put any name here. Property first name, value like this we have here. Last name we have written like this. So we don't use anything. We don't set anything here. Don't set anything here. Just try to comment this. We comment it here. So after that, we try to retrieve data here. We try to use here less than %. Try to use if condition. If you write here, if this one order dot here order dot get first name dot compare to, we can use here dot compare to. If this equal to 0, then in such cases we can assign a value here. We can assign a value that is nothing but here. So we try to set like this. Order dot first name we put. Set first name we use like this. So therefore we are going to set this as here. First name set like this. Initially we put like this. Similarly, another if condition we use. If condition once again. Order dot get last name dot compare to. Use again empty string. This equal to 0. In such cases we try to assign. Here write order dot set last name set last name it is. Then here try to set a. This way you can put. Similarly, we take like this. If order dot age is equal to 0, here we should write dot get age. That equal to 0, then in such cases we can set age. Order dot set age (35) like this we put here. This way we can be assigning values here. We can assign values like this, and whenever we come into the order bean, do we have any initial values? We have empty string, then age is 0. So like this we have set the bean. Then once again try to run this. So come to Java bean implementation.jsp. Then here run as run on server. So we get like this. Then get details of order. Now again we come back to Java bean implementation class. spelling is wrong. Implementation Java Bean, spelling there is a problem. Capital J is required, not small j. So again, let me run this. So from here, again run as coming to this, again come back from here. Now it is saying, see, things have been changed here. So voter first name Advaita, voter last name Nandagiri, then voter age is 10, like this we get. If you go to get details of voter, now what happens? Whatever data we have like this. So a user can be created throughout the session, we can be using user. Like this, it can be created. A bean we can use in this manner. We can share information among the session with the help of this bean here. We created here a bean called as simple bean only we created, voter bean we created that we are sharing among the number of JSP pages. In JSP pages, we are using this particular bean here. The bean name is what? Voter bean, and we are using this in the voter particulars, as well as one more thing is what here in the Java bean implementation page, in both the pages we are using this particular bean. Teja, understood this?
Yeah, sure.
So we can be using among session like this. First time user logs in, so all the details of user you can take, you can put it, and after that whenever you need, you can be using it. You can retrieve from the database also such information. Whenever you enter username and password, if they are matching on the fly, you can create the object here. So in the object you can put and you can extend the scope of the bean to session or to page or to application. So wherever you like to put, you can put. That information can be kept there. Then with the help of that, you can make it available for the entire application or for the session or for the page or for the only concerned request there. In a request it can be available, in a page it can be available, in a session it can be available, or it can be in the entire application. So like this, here we created a bean class. So the same bean we are going to extend to enterprise Java beans EJP. But see, when you try to run first time, that may give you problems. So you should solve them carefully, because when you try to run servers, definitely servers trouble us. Don't keep on this, please. Here we look into another concept called as application object. How to use application object? With help of this, the hit count you can find out. Suppose you take a user, how many times user is visiting the page or visiting site, you can find out with help of the hit counter. You can use hit counter. With help of hit counter, you can be identifying how many times the users are visiting the given page. You can find out. For that purpose, we can use an application object. With the help of application object, we can be doing it. So try to create here another JSP page. Go to new JSP file. The file name here, it is going to be hit counter JSP. We use this as hit counter.jsp. Click on next, then finish. So as far as page is concerned, page long page equal to Java. Content type we take like this. Then inside this we try to specify import. In the import we can keep it as here. One is java.io.star. The other one must be in this java.util.star. We keep here both the things. One is io.star, other one is util.star. We can put here. So like this, we are trying to import two different packages, IO package and util package. Okay, now let us come to the page here. So in the body, we can write it. Title we can put like this, usage of application object. Usage of application object in JSP. Put like this. So we come to body, within the body, I try to here, first of all, declare some variables. You can use declarative tags. Here in this, we can declare a class called as an object we create integer, followed by put here hits equal to, we try to convert into integer this one, and this is application, sorry spelling is wrong, integer, fine, application dot a predefined class is available for us. Like this, write then attribute. Try to use here the hit. Application cannot be resolved, it says. This one is a JSP page. Okay, fine. I'm doing something wrong in this. This is the reason. Like this. Initially, we have a null value here. Or else we try to assign, not declarative tag, just we try to assign like this. Now hit we take like this. Now error disappeared. Okay, application dot get attribute, hit we have taken here. Here write if hits equal to null, it may be null value, or here it is hits equal to 0, that may be 0 or that may be null. In such cases, we can set a value here. We can put here the hits equal to 1. We can set like this. Hits equal to 1, we can be setting here. So probably we can print some kind of message here. What message we can print here? We can put something like here, out message you can take. So here we close like this. Then here we write okay, we are going to write here if condition, that is start the curly brace after that like this. Then here let us try to print, take a paragraph. In the paragraph we said you can take a paragraph, then start. So here start again less than %, then try to print in this. Here out dot println welcome to JSP website. We can put like this, welcome to JSP website. Out is available for us here, predefined object available for us. After that, so we are closing that particular thing there. So here once again we put /p here. After that once again we can start % here and come to bottom. Here we can close a curly brace. Like this it can be kept. So it is going to be welcome to JSP page. We print like this. Welcome to JSP website. We are printing, and this should be double quotes. Like this we can keep. Whenever hits equal to 0 or hits equal to null, we have like this. Similarly, suppose it's not equal to 0. Therefore, we come to the else part. So else we should write here again in the same way. Try to paste this one here. In this, we try to print welcome back to JSP website. Hits equal to, we should write here hits plus equal to, hits equal to, you can put hits plus 1. Like this it can be set here. So now at the end of this one we can put this way here, application dot set attribute, set attribute here, followed by we specify here this as hits. Then this is going to be here, sorry, this should be, you can put like this, hits, and this also will be here, hits only. Like this you can take it. You are going to take in that way, then put a semicolon here. The object must be hits for us in this. So therefore attribute must be the hit in such cases, not hits, it's going to be hit. Just hit you take, like this we can be rendering it. Then followed by, even you can put here the count plus number of visits equal to, put here plus, followed by, try to write this as here hits, put like this here. So this way we try to increment it. Number of previous visits. So this way we created here a page. The page we created. So from one page to another page, we can be in fact navigating this. So save like this, then followed by try to render this. What's the page name we have here? HitCounter.jsp. We created. We try to run this. Welcome to JSP website. Again we refresh this. It says here, welcome back to JSP website. Number of revised reads is equal to 1. And say 2, and say 3. Like this, how many times you visit, that many times it can be getting incremented. So like this, with the help of application object, you can find out the hit count. This you can save even in the database. In the database you can save, you can be retrieving it from time to time. So like this, we can be using the application object. With the help of application object, we can maintain the hit counter. For number of things you can use application object. For maintaining hit count, you can use it. Understood this point, Teja here?
Yeah, sir.
Exactly, hit counter. This is often required. So whenever you create a website or web page, how many times people are visiting website, you need to find out. So you can implement in this manner the hit count. So hits you can find out like this. So today we did with the beans as well as with the application object for finding out the hit counter, like this we have done. So evening we are going to do my evening time today. Yesterday, I mean some kind of
Yeah. Okay.
So
Like tomorrow morning 6:30 my time.
yes, your time. So we start working with the MVC model view controller. We start working with that.
Okay, sure.